morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, March 9th, 2025. My name's Malcolm. I got a cup of coffee. I swear I do. It's right here in this nice mug that says I like coffee, maybe 3 people. Today, we're going to be talking about Barbie and cannabis. They're not intertwined. They're separate stories, but we're going to be talking about them. And today is National Napping Day. Because of the time change, you feel kind of groggy, you're thrown off a little bit, take a nap. And if they ask why, it's a national day. You got to do it. It's National Nap Day. And naps are good. Even if it's like a 15-minute power nap and you're just sitting in a chair. You'll thank me later. Just don't get caught at work or something like that. But yeah, take a nap and relax. Good morning, Mel. Thanks for joining us this morning. But yeah, who doesn't like a good nap? My dog takes naps all the time. So you got to know that they've got to be good if the dog does it and he's healthy, right? That's what this world needs. More naps. Hey, buddy. Not right now. So, on this day in history, 1959, the Barbie doll was debuted. The lady that her and her husband started Mattel after World War II in the mid-40s saw her daughter playing with these paper dolls that, about dressing up as an adult versus the baby dolls. And she got an idea, hey, let's make a new doll. And named it Barbie because her daughter's name was Barbara. But yeah, named it Barbie, and it was a huge success. Later got some controversy about the features of the Barbie doll being unrealistic and giving people unrealistic expectations as they become adults, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, it was displayed at the American Toy Fair in New York City in 1959. It was sponsored with a sponsorship of Mickey Mouse Club TV program in 55. Mattel became the first toy company to broadcast commercials to children in 55. So they already had a niche right there, putting toys on commercials for the Mickey Mouse show and getting people to buy them. And it did great. By 61, the enormous consumer demand of the doll, Mattel released a boyfriend Barbie. He got Ken in there. They sold, as of today, they believe worldwide, 1 billion Barbie dolls have been sold. That's a lot of little dolls all over the place. And some of them have been decapitated, unfortunately. That's not good. But what are you going to do? I mean, they do come apart, right? But yeah, there's been movies, the Barbie movie. It's just a, iconic type toy that little girls and probably little boys like as well. Who knows? But yeah, billion. I think within the first few years, they sold 1 million. It sold like hotcakes. People were buying them left and right. And they got the little outfits. You got the house. It just goes on and on and on. Everybody knows Barbie. And it's like yeah, everybody knows it. And it was huge. Selling a bunch of little things. I think my sister, I got a younger sister. She had some Barbies. But she didn't really care for them that much, I don't think. It wasn't a big thing. She didn't have like the house and the car and all that other good garbage. But if you're really into that thing these days, you can still buy all that stuff. They'll be happy to sell it to you, Mattel. But yeah, 1955. I thought that was a little side note that Mattel became the first toy company to do commercials to children in 1955. And what took them that long? I guess 1955 Dawn of TV was really getting out there in people's homes, and they're like, you know what? We throw this little shiny thing in front of these kids. Don't make their parents buy it. And it worked. Mel says her daughter would decapitate Barbies. Just like, pop. And you brush their hair. They're just a mess. But anyway, we'll go on to our next story. Barbie's had her few minutes of fun there in the news. I like this story. It's about cannabis compounds can cut cholesterol and lower risk of fatty liver disease without getting high. So you heard about CBD oils and hemp oils and things of that nature. There are two kinds. There's a CBD and a CBG. And if you have both of those in like a elixir type thing or something, you take both of those, it can help lower cholesterol and lower the risk of fatty liver disease. So it's not going to make you lose weight. It's not a weight loss program unless you're worried about the weight of your liver. It can reduce that, get rid of the fatty waste. It's like a cleansing thing. It goes through and it grabs these things in your arteries all through your body, and flushes them out. And so there's all kinds of good stuff that can be derived from hemp to get these different components that can be beneficial without having to worry about getting high. I know when they when CBD became, they were like, oh, I'm gonna get CBD. It's got how much THC in it? Am I gonna be getting high? Can I eat this stuff and still go to work and not get in trouble? And all that hype is gone now. But it says there's naturally occurring compounds found in cannabis have been shown to reduce the risk of potentially deadly fatty liver disease. They cut liver fat, cholesterol levels, and improve the body's ability to efficiently process energy. So there you go. They use advanced tools to show that the CBD and CBG do more than just reduce fat. Help liver function better internally through a unique process of metabolic remodeling. So, again, science. There's good stuff going out there in science all the time. They're figuring things out. It won't be long, and we'll be living forever. Unless Big Pharma buys it out and says, no, we want to sell you drugs. But that's the whole conspiracy theory about it, right? But, yeah. I don't think it's the smoking of marijuana that's going to help with your liver and the cholesterol. I think it's the essential oils that they pull out of it that's going to be the deciding factor. And you don't smoke those. So, but yeah. A few that needs metabolic remodeling. You could walk up to somebody and be like, you know what you need? Metabolic remodeling. And they won't know that you're telling them they need to lose weight. They'll be like, oh yeah, I've been thinking about that. Sure you have. Whatever. But anyway, I figured more people will be joining us this morning. We had the time change over the weekend. And that was fun, as always, with the time change, springing forward, lose an hour of sleep. Hence the National Nap Day. Sunday was a good day. It's staying later. And I keep yawning. I need a nap, but I can't. The show must go on. But here we are. It's just you and I, Mel. But it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, I thought that was still cool. It's a good thing, the CBD, CBG. I didn't know there was a CBG. I just thought it was CBD only. And then I looked it up, and the CBG is a little harder to get than the CBD. It's not as popular as far as like buying it online. And then you gotta be careful. You buying stuff online. Is it the real deal, or is it some kind of snake oil type thing or whatever? It's not really real. It's just some gimmick. How do you know? How do you know that you're actually getting the right product? It's hard to say. But we can go on to our dad joke of the day. Why did the coffee file a police report? Because it got mugged. Let that one sink in for a second. As I take another sip. Yep. Got a coffee report because it got mugged. What else we got going on in here? That's about it for my notes. Talking about Barbie and cannabis. So there you go. I thought about getting another article, and I was like, no, this is enough. This is going to get me through the whole show. I got 5 minutes left. Marietta, Georgia, Costa says hi. Hey, Marietta, Georgia, you're not far from me. I'm in Athens, Georgia, if that's where you really are. But thanks for joining us this morning. You missed a story about cannabis. You'll have to watch the show again, and Barbies. So, and it's Monday. I've been planting plants. It did with the time change also came with a weather change, and a storm blew through and hail fell, little pea-sized hail dropping all over the place, banging on the roof and stuff, and it mauled and mutilated some of my new plants, my seedlings. I thought I'll take them outside to get some fresh air, and then the storm blew through and jacked them up. I think they're gonna die. I'm gonna have to redo the seeds and germinate them again and start from scratch. But that's what I get for trying to be, ambitious in my planting of my garden and stuff like that. And then I did some digging around the yard, and now my legs hurt because I'm out of shape. And I dug up a dead bush and I planted another bush. So, yeah. Hey, Jerry, how's it going this morning? So my old feeble body is showing itself. I'll be turning 50 this summer. That's 1/5 the age of this country. kind of a sad way to put it. But yeah, 50. I don't know. It feels weird. I don't feel any way about it, honestly. I don't know. Turning the big 5-0. Nothing really is going to happen, according to that, as far as like, celebrations or whatever. But maybe we'll have a special show that day. I don't know what day of the week it is. What day of the week is my birthday? Dun, 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 dun. On a Monday. It's on a Monday. So we can have like a extravaganza, spectacular birthday Coffee with Malcolm morning show that day. We'll have one. Unless something major happens and I'm not doing this anymore. But I don't see that, this is still going to continue on as we persevere in our broadcasting of the show. We'll read some of the comments over here. 50 is not the end, but you can see it from there. I think I've already passed the halfway mark. I'm going downhill. I don't know. My family on my dad's side tends to live a long time in their 80s, late 80s before they pass away. So I'm in decent shape as far as health is concerned. I don't have high blood pressure and all that stuff. I'll probably live to be about 80 something. Unless I get hit by a truck. And I normally don't walk in front of trucks. So, there's that. Black or milk? Black. I drink it black. There's nothing in there but good old coffee beans. If I could tilt it just enough to where you could see it. See? The way coffee was meant to be drank, Just what? How do you like your coffee? Are you one that doctors it up with all kinds of additives and such things? Did I ever tell you guys there was this one time went into a coffee shop and the guy asked for pats of butter in his coffee at like a Starbucks? Yeah. He's like, I'll take a coffee with 2 pats of butter. And they were like, okay. Shrugged his shoulders like it was nothing. Here we go. Butter guy. Boop, boop. I guess that's a part of cream type thing. Butter? I don't know. You see people take a stick of butter and like eat it. I like butter just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to eat it like a popsicle. So I can't stop yawning. Oh, I didn't stay up late. I didn't sleep that great though either. But anyway, yeah, we had the clock changes. There's Random. Good morning, Random from Australia. Are you able to join us in the mornings now that the time has changed? I don't know if it's helped you or hurt you in your ability to log in and watch the show. But black and powdered sugar to start my day. Powdered sugar in your coffee? I guess it would dissolve more. I don't know. I made some cinnamon muffins yesterday and some homemade icing. The icing was a little runny, but it was the first time I made icing. So what are you going to do? Tasty. Not as sweet as I had hoped, but you tweak the recipe. And you do that. Another thing that happened to me yesterday, deep fried coffee. What? Your clock changes a month, bring you closer to my regular bedtime. Flavored creamer, no sugar. I just drink it black. But I made the muffins and that was good. And then I took my truck out for a drive yesterday and the whole shift column completely disintegrated. And you're like, what? No, it really broke apart, fell off in my hand. And I was stranded out on the street in front of the house. I had to get the neighbor to reach under the hood and manually shift it from neutral to drive so I could drive it back into the yard or next to the carport and park it again. Now I had to order a whole shift column. I took it all apart. I'm making a video about it. I'll post it later tonight of me disassembling my steering wheel and all the different components to get to the gear shifter on the column so that I can... And then I had to order that, which wasn't cheap. It'll be getting here in maybe a week or so. And we'll do a assembly video and get it back running again. The joys of having a 50-year-old truck. What are you going to do? 49 years old. I'm a year older than it. Well, that's about 15 minutes, guys. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me, watching and learning something maybe. Here's your thought of the day when we sign off. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. Vincent van Gogh. So take that, put that under your hat. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Be kind to others, and I will, compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile.